very special occasion. The dedication of our beautiful new school.
Hey,
My grandfather
Jeff, those calculations.
laying down the foundation for our education system. That's why this new school bears his name.
Bottom left corner.
Do my best to uphold his legacy of inquiry.
Now, here's hoping something comes of Mr. Brody's paper-making
and carry
project.
it forward to future generations. Now, please help me welcome
How many times have you watched that?
two-term mayor.
There's no TV.
Look, really, Eli, if you've nothing better to do, there's far more important.
I'm adding this footage to my documentary. I think it's important.
Oh, yeah, why is that, then?
They're our descendants.
Not mine, I wasn't there.
Okay, they're still us. Humans. I just wish they hadn't all left. I kind of like the idea of having new faces around.
Yeah. Well, if they really did spread all over the galaxy, I would suggest that the chances of bumping into them again are pretty high. Plus, this isn't a passenger ship. What's this?
It's a gas giant. For some reason, Destiny's decided to maneuver around a fat gas giant in order to line up with the star. What's that about?
Well, I'm sure Destiny has its reasons. It's happened before.
Yeah, but it takes forever.
Are you in a hurry to be somewhere?
Well, no, but power reserves are still at 40%.
It's as bad as my grandfather. He was always filling his Buick at half a tank. Destiny's kind of doing the same thing. It just struck me as funny.
Oh, yeah, that is funny. But his life and the lives of those around him depended on making it to the next gas station. That's bloody hilarious, really.
We there yet?
30 seconds from contact.
This is Young. We are about to perform an aero braking maneuver. There may be turbulence. Stand by. Good morning.
Morning.
You good?
Tired.
Drones dead ahead, a ton of them. And a command ship.
What the hell are they doing here?
Coming right at us.
Maybe they were here all along and we could see them from behind the planet.
Still have a couple of minutes or so before we can safely go back into FTL.
How soon will they be on top of us?
A couple minutes.
Now, let's see if we can get around them.
Yes, sir.
Sir, the swarm of drones in the command ship are maneuvering to stay between us and the star, unless you want to head right at them.
That is a negative. Where the hell is...
Oh, I don't know. I lost count at about 100.
Can we jam them?
Drones are 30 seconds out.
I can't jam them in 30 seconds.
Doesn't matter, we can jump soon.
Maybe we should just punch through. They won't follow us into a
We're
star.
never gonna make it.
We need to refuel.
Well, Destiny can choose another star. There's no point fighting unless we have to.
10 seconds to contact.
Lieutenant, go to FTL.
Not for another 15 seconds.
How is that not close enough?
They're firing.
Rush, 5 seconds.
Lieutenant, stand by.
Yes, sir. FTL 3, 2, 1.
This is Young, and we are clear of the drones. Okay, what the hell was that?
It's like they were lying in wait.
Maybe we just got unlucky.
You mean they just happened to be here?
Well, they have to be somewhere.
Yeah, but space is really, really big.
Look, as far as we know, they can only track us when we activate the Stargate, so please, let's not overreact.
How about let's not underreact? You don't really think it was a coincidence?
Oh, Call it wishful thinking if you like.
Because you realize if it's not a coincidence...
Then we have a very big problem.
No. We're totally screwed. This could be it, at the end of the line.
Yeah, I just said that.
So why do we need to find another star? Destiny will just fly towards the nearest red dwarf in our path.
Which is exactly why we shouldn't go to that one.
You think they were waiting for us?
Look, we know they can't track us, but it is possible that they can't predict our course, meaning if Destiny hadn't plotted that time-consuming maneuver...
I'd have had to fight it out for the whole 3 hours before we could go to FTL.
Or be forced to jump prematurely.
Which would have shredded our FTL drive. We got lucky.
Yeah, we did. We can't count on luck a second time. Plus, we've no option but to recharge, so... we go off the path.
Contacts.
Nothing yet.
Well, we're too far out from the primary for Sentients to pick anything up. I wouldn't celebrate.
Why did we drop out so far away?
To make sure that the minimum time elapsed before we could go back to FTL. Don't want to run into drones with time on the clock.
Still don't understand what they want from us.
It's nothing personal. It's what they're programmed to do. Destroy all technology other than their own. And apparently they weren't programmed to give up.
A few seconds away from FTL capability, sir.
Copy that.
So far, so good.
This room needs more chairs.
Here, please, go ahead.
No, that's yours.
What am I, Captain Kirk? I need to stretch my legs anyway, please.
Thank you.
Don't touch anything.
And that's 3 hours. You can jump anytime now.
That's good.
It's huge. I mean, I don't want to jinx anything, but I think we might actually be able
Sir?
to get...
We've got a contact downrange.
Damn it.
They headed our way?
Yes, sir. Multiple drones, multiple vectors. It's a command ship, too, holding position between us and the star.
It's a blockade.
How long before they reach us?
It doesn't matter, we can't fight our way through this. Plus, we're running low on power anyway.
Lieutenant, get us out of here.
Yes, sir.
So Sergeant Greer was bang on in his assessment. The drones cannot track us, so instead, they've blockaded the stars from which Destiny recharges.
They can't possibly be waiting at every star in your path.
It doesn't matter. They only have to beat the next one.
What do you mean?
Well, our reserves are such that we're only going to get one more chance.
Systems are shutting down all over. I just lost power in the infirmary.
Well, fortunately, Eli has an idea. It's absolute insanity, and it's the only choice we've got.
Don't oversell it. Okay, so the drones have figured out our weakness. Destiny needs to replenish its reserves and only uses certain kinds of stars to do it.
Main sequence, spectral KRM, mostly red dwarfs.
So we recharge off another kind of star. What's so crazy about that?
The only way to make sure the drones won't be waiting is to pick a star that Destiny wouldn't fly into in a million years.
No, don't tell me. That star.
Close. A blue supergiant.
Are you kidding me?
We said it was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy times 1,000. Do you have any idea how much heat a Class O star puts out? I'm telling you right now, we can't survive something like that.
And I never said we would.
Well, then I think it's a very bad plan.
The shields will hold.
Yeah, which is terrific, Eli, except the temperatures we're talking about are way outside Destiny's life support margins. A few compartments are going to get over 400 degrees.
Which is why the majority of the crew will go to a planet within range. The team will stay behind to manually pilot the ship through.
Why not just program the ship to do it and all of you can go?
Because even if Destiny accepted the program, which I doubt, the core systems would shut themselves down because of the temperature. Somebody's got to stay on board.
And just who gets to decide that?
We use the communication stones and get the most qualified people aboard.
The most qualified people are already on board. It's myself and Eli.
You're volunteering for this?
This is our own lives that are on the line. You're not even